Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and PSG have won an exciting game in the end, a 4-2, and with that they are back at the top of the league. So let's go ahead and talk about the game. It ended up being a very interesting game and an exciting game. I mean, I really did not think it was going to be that close. I thought it was going to be an easy win for PSG, but Strasbourg, credit to them. It is going to look at like a 4-2, like basically that PSG dominated, but they did it was like it does not give you a clear picture of the game, if I'm being very honest with you. It was quite an open game. Both of the teams really went at it, and even though PSG, like the thing that separates about the team is like PSG converted their chances, whereas Strasbourg did not. PSG got the early lead courtesy of Amayulu, a really great goal from him, and a good goal, his first goal of the season, and PSG get off the mark. But Strasbourg, they kept on going. They tried to create their chances. The thing is, they were not really able to convert them, and I think that is the story of the game. PSG, on the other hand, they converted second goal by Asensio, third one by Barcola, and I will say it again, Barcola has been the player of the season for PSG, not just for PSG. I think he has been the player of the season in a Liga. The way he moves, the movement, or his off the ball movement, on the ball is something spectacular, but off the ball movement is what I really like. He knows exactly where he needs to be when he is receiving a pass, and he always knows where his his partner is going to be when he's making the pass. He's a spectacular player, and I think the big reason that PSG are not really missing Kylian Mbappe this season is Barcola. He is on another level. We already saw how much of a good player he is last season and then in the Euros, but this season he has taken his game to another level. He sort of reminds me of a young Bukayo Saka when he burst onto the scene with Arsenal, and then he took look where Saka is. Barcola reminds me of him. Like he owns the game. He takes the responsibility, and then he delivers every time when PSG need him. I think there's only been one bad game for him this season. Apart from that, every game Barcola is there when PSG needed. Third goal from him. That is why that is his goal came, especially at that moment when Strasbourg had scored their first goal, and they were sort of making a comeback, trying to get a momentum, and they were creating their chances, and Donnarumma had made a good save minutes before that, and then Barcola goes there and he scores that third goal, and it sort of kills Strasbourg a momentum that they were gaining after scoring that goal. And PSG still, even after though they were 3-1 ahead, they continued making those chances, trying to get the goal, and they were able to get another goal, a 4-1 just before. And the thing that again, Strasbourg, because they missed their chance, and PSG did not. Aki is the one, he scores the fourth goal, and that basically summed up the game. In the 90th minute, there were 3 goals to the goal. In the end, Strasbourg get another goal courtesy of a corner, and it ended up being a 4-2. But if we are being very honest, I don't think that goal really matters. Apart from the goal difference, I don't think it does anything for Strasbourg. PSG, another great win, great performance. They have been a bit of a on a downer for the last couple of weeks just before the international break. They lost in the Champions League to Arsenal. They had a couple of draws in the last 2-3 games, so they were not really on a point. But today they came back, and it was a really good performance at their home with their home fans. So they would be really happy, and they are back at the top of Liga. Monaco, they dropped their points yesterday against Lille, and PSG would be really happy. They are back to their number one spot with a convincing and a commanding win, and they would hope that this now they don't drop down back to they don't give up their number one spot. It is really hard for somebody to take it. Monaco, they took it, but they were not able to hold on to it, and now PSG are back, and they would say that they are back where they rightfully deserve to be. Strasbourg, on the other hand, I thought it was going to be a very tough game for them. I thought that they are not going to be able to stop PSG. It happened like that. They were not really in that, but I would say they played much better as compared to a lot of other teams. I think if they had converted those chances, I think we might have had a different sort of a result. I keep on saying, I said the same thing when Rams played. If you try to give too much respect to PSG, you are gonna, you are gonna have problems. And I think Strasbourg did not do that today. They tried to play without fear, and if as I said before, if they had converted those chances, maybe they would have gotten something out of the game. And that is going to be the a big debate. I mean, they had almost 9 shots on the goal, and Donnarumma made two or I think three good saves for Donnarumma. So that's basically where the game was won courtesy of the goalkeeper. It was a very good game, entertaining game. If I'm being very honest with you, I don't think Strasbourg should be, really that mad at themselves. I think they would be disappointed, but I don't think they should be really that mad at themselves that they did not get the win, or they did not get anything out of that game, because performance-wise, I think they were really good. They really, they put PSG under pressure, and then the time when they really needed to get the goal, I think Barcola, as I said, special player, the crunch player, when their team really needs them, he steps up, he scores the goal, and he releases all the pressure that PSG were, sort of getting on themselves. He scores the goal, and it goes all away, and PSG go towards a convincing and commanding win. I think it is, if I'm not wrong, it is his seventh or eighth goal of the season already. So you know how good he has been, and the entire front line. Asensio scored the goal. Mayolo, I said, as I said, first goal of the season. So it's looking really good for PSG, and they would hope that they can now continue. And as I said before, they don't drop any more points, and they can stay on that number one position. They would hope now to get a good result in the Champions League in the midweek as well, because last time out they lost to Arsenal in a very convincing manner, if I'm being very honest with you. So they know how important this Champions League game is gonna be. So yeah, that is it for me in this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the game, how good of a performance was from PSG, Barcola, Asensio. Let me know what you guys thought about them, and Stuttgart, sorry, Strasbourg, what you guys thought of their performance. Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 400 subscribers before the month of October, and I know it's a big task at the moment, like almost 150 subscribers to get, and it's less than 12 days remaining for the month to end. So yeah, it's a big task, but we hope that we are able to achieve it. And please subscribe to the channel and help us grow. Until next time, bye bye.